Hi, my name is Bill Johnson, and I'm going to be talking about my introductory video to AEP 800, Utilization of Technology in the Classroom. Who am I? Well, I am a teacher and coach at Norton Community High School. I am starting my 30th year as a teacher and coach. 28 of those have been at Norton. And I teach strength and conditioning as well as American government classes. I am married to my beautiful wife for 34 years. We have 4 children and 3 grandchildren. I've had the pleasure of coaching my 3 sons to all 3 of them have been state champions in the sport of wrestling. My critical reflection of technologies in the classroom. I'm going to talk about the impact, the influences, and effects on student achievement. My school district has a one-to-one Chromebook usage, and that has changed teaching and learning greatly in my 30 years. I started teaching, and we had to figure grades by a computer and paper and show it to the kids. Nowadays, they are able to see all of their grades all of the time, and that has definitely changed how they view the grades, but it also has had a dramatic impact on the way teachers and students receive and send information. And I believe that they receive and send more information now than ever before. And that can be good. It's easy to receive information, but it is also, I don't know if us teachers and or the students have had enough training on how to manage all this inflow of information. So I have a saying that I use in my government class: what does your Google Drive look like? And so if your Google Drive is as messy as some of the kids' lockers, then they're not going to be able to retrieve the information like they should be able to. Critiquing my own use of technology, I'm an old school person. I've taught in the days where there were no computers, but I like new things, and I am learning each and every day as I go through this. I love Google Classroom, and I use it daily in all of my academic classes, as well as every sport that I coach. And I even have my own little Google Classroom page that I started just for my benefit to keep me organized. I have just me, and I allowed one other teacher in our building to join it. But we receive so much information from either the central office or the building office that it's very, very hard to keep track of the thousands of emails we get each week. So that's how I use it to keep myself organized. I also use Pear Deck in the classroom, which is a good way for me to get student feedback while the lesson is actually going on. All my government materials in my government classes is embedded with videos and charts and graphs, just to kind of jazz up the presentation. And I really love how that helps me break down some of the information in the lectures. I can do so much more than what I'm doing now, and hopefully this class will teach me some new tricks. My plans to improve is I want to continue to learn new things. I've already learned an awful lot by taking educational leadership classes in programs on technology. We have learned especially how to use this Screencastify, which I've never used before, Powtoons, and etc. There's a lot of different things. This is my 4th class I've taken so far, and I've already learned a lot of things. I also we got new government textbooks this year, and there's Magruder's American Government from Pearson, and Pearson has Realize, and I want to continue to learn how to utilize that more, and also just take some time to research some other sources of information that are out there. Impact of the funding. It's very obvious that the Kansas school funding issue determines a lot of what our schools can and can't do. But our district must be able to afford to continue one-to-one Chromebook usage if us teachers and the students are going to be able to continue the use of technology in the classroom. There's so many free resources that are out there. which funding doesn't impact. But if the kids don't have a Chromebook, it's going to be very hard for them to utilize that. There also must be enough funding to support the software programs needed to improve our instruction, as well as the Chromebook usage. And as the Chromebooks need updated and upgraded, the funding is going to impact that as well. In conclusion, I look forward to this AEP 800 class. I would love to learn from my fellow students and instructor. Thank you very much, and looking forward to it.